Monday, November 2nd, 2020. 2 more months until the year ends. We're working on a lot of different projects. A couple of them have to do with real estate. Other ones.
Oh my god! You heard that? That's how we come in 2021.
Yup.
With that same energy.
With that same energy.
It's about getting the momentum right now. October, November, December, January.
We're killing the game, bro. We're not even playing around. How many people do you know that are actually getting ready for 2021? Most people are only focused about tomorrow.
Now that you mentioned that, what do you have to tell those people that live the day-to-day life and don't think about tomorrow?
Well, you know what? There's a lot of people like that. A lot of people think that you should live on the moment, in the moment. I think that there should be a complete balance. For example, I've always been a big fan of having 2-year goals, but I'm also a fan of living in the moment as well.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
But you have to.
You have to. And so, the person who has no goals, I mean, they'll wake up tomorrow and they won't even know what they're doing. They won't even know what to do. They won't even know what their next step is,
You know what the sad thing about that is? When you don't have any goals or you just live in the moment and you don't think about the future, is no matter how far you go, 2-3 years from now, you still live in the same place.
Same spot.
And that, when you see everybody out, just like this person is here and then the other person is there, but you're still in that same, circles, that same place, and you don't move, it kind of becomes scary.
Absolutely. And one of the best things that you can do in order to overcome that difficulty if next year, 2021, do you want to be in the same place where you are now? Financially, health-wise. Also, in regards to family, how close do you want to be with your family? How many places do you want to travel to? What do you want to do with yourself, How do you overcome those obstacles? And to be honest, the first thing is about writing down your goals. The moment that you take the time to write it down, something changes. I don't even know how to describe it. When you read certain books like The Richest Man in Babylon, when you read The Alchemist, Maktub, it is written. It changes you. And so I think that's one of the first things that you always gotta do.
How do you plan and accomplish your goals? How do you keep yourself accountable for that?
Yeah, absolutely. So the first thing that you gotta do is for example, in my case, is me and my wife. So we sit down every year in September, and I actually got this in September every year.
That's, 4 months before the new year?
Correct. Yeah, so I actually got this idea from Brandon in Bigger Pockets.
He's amazing.
Yup, and shout out to Bigger Pockets because a lot of our knowledge that we have today comes from them. But he sits down with his wife every year in their favorite restaurant to go over their goals. And so my wife and I started doing the same thing. Even though we don't go to our favorite restaurant, we started writing down our goals.
Right.
And something that helped me a lot is that we break it down. For example, we do where do we want to be financially? How many places do we want to travel to? What kind of cars do we want to own? How much money do you want to have in your bank account? Do you want to have a pet? You know what I'm saying? So many different things that you can add in there.
Yeah.
And we added this last year, 2019. We actually added some of our family members. I added my mom. I added my brother Joan. I added his girlfriend. This year we looked over our goals and we were like, "What?" We accomplished at least half of them, and they were written out. And it's weird because you write it down and sometimes you forget that you write it down, and then next year you look at them and you're like, whoa, I accomplished a lot of these.
Yeah.
And it's not something that you look at every day, but just the mere fact that you wrote it down, it brings a whole different kind of value.
So the way I do it, kind of same thing, I plan in December, but I don't write it down until January 1st.
Okay.
I don't know, for some reason I just wake up early on January 1st and I do it.
Okay.
I write on my phone. and I put a reminder of every week, not every day. So every week I have a reminder that tells me go look at your goals. Even though some of those weeks, I just swipe it off, I don't go see it.
Right.
But I still know, like, it keeping me, like, there's something you gotta work for. There's something you gotta work for. And for this year, one of the goals was Gura and I, we started real estate. So last year, everything started last year in like August.
Okay.
There was some property I was gonna buy, it didn't go through. Then we sat down in December, we were like, yo, for next year, we need to have an LLC open, a company open. We need to have at least a house in there. Because we were debating, like, should we open it without having anything? Should we do it? It was like, you know what? And we said, we used to sit down every Monday. Every Monday. We wrote it down. I put it on, my calendar. Every week I got that reminder. I think he got the same thing. I don't know what he did. The thing is, we did everything we said. One of those goals was like open a business bank account. Like, it's not as easy as it sounds. You gotta open the LLC first.
Yeah.
Everything come.
It's like step by step.
Exactly. So like, if you don't do step 1, step 2 is not gonna come.
Yeah.
And we end up we opened the company. We got a property. He got a second property where he's working on. We opened the bank account, which was a piece of cake after you do the first 2. We actually opened a business now.
Yeah.
With you.
Yeah.
No, because we were looking for that. Like, we need a business. We need a business.
Oh, wow.
And we were looking like, that's why when we met the first time, we're like, we need to open a business.
Yeah.
Because we know the real estate, it can get you money, but then you investing,
Yeah, of course.
It's not like you flipping. We're not flipping houses and because that can be a business. But we're investing in it.
Yeah.
It take a long time to make a lot of money.
Yeah, that's correct.
You actually need to create the business so you can do that.
Yeah.
And that was just part of the goal. And we just, every time we met, we talk about it. Where we at? Sometimes we just ask that question because you just have to, so your mind can,
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, absolutely. And just having, like, in your case it was Gilroy. In my case it was my wife. But like having that partner that to hold you accountable. And one of the things that we do is that we print it out. We print our goals and then we sign them.
Oh my God.
We sign them and we date them. And in the end, I have it that there's like a small clause that says, I, for example, Samantha, my wife, or I, Joel, will hold this other person accountable to achieving their goals, and then we sign it.
Right.
Yeah. So it's like a contract, and
cool.
it's that's how we do it.
Yeah. So for you guys who are watching this, if you're planning your goal for 2021.
Yeah, 2021.
So I mean, there's some big practice that you can do. You can write it down, sit down with your wife. What else you do? Yeah,
or your partner, or just like even your own family members, and I want to hear what you guys think. Write down in the comments below some of your ideas for 2021, some of your goals for 2021, and we'll hit a reply in a heart to it. All right?
There you go. Well, guys, this is November 2nd.
November 2nd.
It's 11:50, and we're still working.
Still grinding.
So, and this is something I don't know who said the quote, but I've seen it a couple times. Dream does not become a reality unless you work for it.
Yeah.
We're not dreaming right now.
Yeah.
It's almost midnight and we're still working.
.
So if you need to go to sleep late and wake up early next year to make your dream become a reality or accomplish those goals that you have, just get it done.
And remember, guys, there's 86,400 seconds in the day, and how you use those are critical. There's 86,400 today. And what you do today is going to seep in who you are. Nobody's going to talk about what you did last week.
Nobody.
It's only today that matters.
So, if you want it, leave a legacy and people to remind you, use it wisely.
Make sure to hit like and subscribe, and we'll see you guys next time.
I always forget that. Subscribe and share it. Thank you.